Today I'm gonna show you how I replaced an entire background using virtual production with no green screen, no Hollywood budget. Here's exactly how I did it. You can use any 3D software for this. I personally used Cinema 4D for my project, but I did the same thing in Unreal Engine 5 before. It all comes down to the artist's creative decisions, and software is just a tool. We cover 4 things: AI rotoscoping, camera tracking, 3D environment and animation, and finally the compositing. Green screen for a small scene or a small production is basically not needed anymore. As long as there's enough separation between the subject and the background, it should be fine. We can use something like the Magic Mask tool in DaVinci Resolve, or use AI rotoscoping switch light to get faster results. With some minor adjustments in the rotoscope, we can nail it every time, easy. For this scene, I had no idea yet what the lighting would be for the background, so I used an overcast day, so we have overall flat lighting. We can change the lighting later on in 3D using different lighting passes. It's a small decision on the set, but that way we have full control over the lighting in post-production. When you have a dynamic moving camera, we need to 3D track our scene. That way in our 3D program, the camera will move exactly like it was shot in real life. Trust me, it will look so much better when you have actual perspective shifts inside your footage. For the 3D environment, I use Cinema 4D and Octane render. I normally work in Unreal Engine 5, but for this project, I wanted to have the max lighting quality. I had to figure out how to do certain things from Unreal Engine 5 in Cinema 4D. The only thing I had issues with was the camera projection. I didn't know how that workflow worked in Octane, and also the relighting of that scene. In the end, it's the exact same setup, just different software. If you want to see that full workflow, I already made a video here on the channel, so go check that out, or join our VFX community to get all the resources and training you need to create exactly the shots like this. Link is in the description. For this shot, I had the idea to create an invisible car effect on a moving bridge and then slowly reveal parts of the car. And for that process, you need 3D assets, of course. The platform I use for this all the time is CG Trader. Just search for whatever 3D asset you need. You can filter by price, format, and more. Simply download the files and import it right away in your 3D program. For the car, I tweaked the shader, so the color, the reflections, to get the exact look I wanted. Then I added the bridge as the main environment. To save some render time, I simply used an HDRI as the backplate, so that way the background already looks photoreal and we don't have to 3D model anything for that. It's a clever trick, and for this shot it worked out just fine. And you guys can get 10% off on any asset on CG Trader using the code Kevin10. Once everything was in place, I imported 3D camera from DaVinci Resolve and also made a shader for the relighting of the subject. I placed the shader of the footage on a 2D plane roughly in the same spot where the actor is in 3D space. In the texture, I used the camera mapping option, so it always projects relative to the camera's position. To get an accurate shadow on the floor, I recreated the subject in 3D and then only made the shadow visible on the road. For the reveal of the car, I separated out all the parts and then animated it in using a scale and rotation keyframe. And I repeated that process for the whole car until it's fully revealed in the shot. And you won't believe it, but it was actually the easiest part of the whole process. Make sure you also animate the wheels so it's spinning, and also add a vibration to the body of the car. I did not make a full car rig for this because the car was just moving in a straight line and it was easier to do it this way. A clever trick is that the car's position and camera was stationary, and then I just animated the bridge going backwards to give the illusion that everything is moving forwards. And as a 3D artist at that point, you just feel like a magician.
7.
We can also create another camera and parent it to the original camera motion. That way the projection stays the same, but we can change things like focal length and position of the camera. But don't overdo this because it's still a 2D card in 3D space. After the animation is done, I tweak the overall lighting and look of the scene. rendered it out in different render layers so we can combine it all together in DaVinci Resolve Fusion. Make your final edit with color corrections, color grading and sound design, and that's it. There's a lot to it and it's not that easy than just watching this video, but once you understand the overall workflow and basic ideas, you can get so much out of this workflow and you can use it for pretty much anything. If you want to learn workflows like this from start to finish with step-by-step lessons, all of it is available in the VFX Room. We are all sharing and learning with a bunch of creators, and you're also supporting this channel directly. Hopefully this video was helpful for you guys. Share it with a friend, keep creating and get after it. Peace.